Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter number 3, Human Reproduction. As far as human is concerned, it is most developed animal of the world. Its reproductive system is very well developed and it is further subdivided in two parts because human is unisexual and its reproduction is divided in two parts, male reproductive system and female reproductive system. In the part first, we will discuss about the male reproductive system. So, have a brief view on the male reproductive system. The human has very well developed male reproductive system and it is further divided in two groups. Primary reproductive organs and secondary reproductive organs. Primary reproductive organ of the human is a pair of testes. The testes are located in between the thighs of the human and it is found in a skin sac that is called scrotum. This is the outline figure of the human. These are scrotal sacs and oval shaped structures found in it is known as testes. These are the primary reproductive organs. On the other hand, secondary reproductive organs are also known as accessory reproductive organs and it contains basically accessory ducts. These accessory ducts are different types. You can see here epididymis, vas deferens, what is the basic difference between primary and secondary reproductive organs? First of all, primary reproductive organs are those organs that produces gametes as well as sex hormones, while secondary reproductive organs are those organs which support in the transfer of gametes. So there is one most important question can be asked on this point. What is the difference between primary and secondary reproductive organs? Male reproductive system. As I have already told you, it is located in the pelvis region. Male reproductive system includes a pair of testes, which is primary sex organ of the male, accessory ducts, accessory glands, and external genitalia. Its figure is given in chapter number 3.1a. These are the pair of testes, a skin sac, a bag-like structure that is known as scrotum, and a vas deferens tube comes out from here and goes to abdomen region. This is urinary bladder, and in the back side of the urinary bladder there is seminal vesicle that collects the semen, and prostate glands are present here. This is the penis. This is a muscular structure found outside the body that carries urethra in it. Its top part is known as glans penis. It is covered by a skin that is known as foreskin. This is the diagrammatic view of male reproductive system, in which a structure of penis is given here, and this is the structure of testis. Testis located outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch called scrotum. It is made of skin with hairs. Scrotum provides low temperature required for spermatogenesis because it is slightly away from the body. Each testis is about 4 to 5 centimeter in length and 2 to 3 centimeter width. Each testis has about 250 compartments called testicular lobules. Each lobule contains 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are lined by male germ cells, or you can say germinal epithelium, and it also has Sertoli cells. Male germ cell undergoes meiosis and produce sperm. So, germ cells of the germinal epithelium produce sperm. Sertoli cells, also known as nerve cells, because these cells provide nutrition to the germ cell and the developing sperm. In between the seminiferous tubule, there is interstitial cell, also known as Leydig cells. These cells produce endocrine hormone, and its group is known as androgen. Its most important example is testosterone. Testosterone is a male sex hormone. Accessory ducts. It includes retitestis, vas efferentia, epididymis, and vas deferens. So, collectively there are 4 parts of the accessory ducts. These ducts carry sperm with semen. Seminiferous tubules open into vas efferentia through retitestis. Vas efferentia leaves the testis and open into epididymis. The epididymis leads to vas deferens that ascends to the abdomen through inguinal canal and loops over urinary bladder. As you can see in this picture, this is the vas deferens coming out, and it is forming a loop on the urinary bladder in both the sides. This is the first vas deferens and this is the second vas deferens. Vas deferens receives a duct from seminal vesicle and opens into the urethra as the ejaculatory duct. Ejaculatory duct is the duct where semen is passed out. Urethra originates from the urinary bladder and extends through the penis to its external opening called urethral meatus. Accessory glands. Accessory glands includes a pair of seminal vesicle, a prostate gland, a paired bulbourethral gland. Secretion of these glands constitutes the seminal plasma. Seminal plasma is rich in fructose, calcium and certain enzymes. One important question is asked on this point. Which sugar is present in seminal plasma or semen? Then the answer will be fructose. Secretion of bulbourethral gland helps in the lubrication of the penis during the sexual intercourse. External genitalia in male is known as penis. It is made of special tissue that helps in the excretion of the penis to facilitate insemination. Insemination is the procedure in which semen is transferred in the vagina during sexual intercourse. The enlarged end of penis is called glans penis. This is spherical in structure and glans penis is covered by a loose fold of skin. It is known as foreskin. This is the longitudinal section of testes. It is very typical to draw. First of all, you can see testes is covered by 3 layers. The outermost layer is tunica vaginalis. You can see this red colored membrane is known as tunica vaginalis. The middle black layer, this is known as tunica albuginea, and the innermost layer is tunica vasculosa. Tunica vasculosa is a vascular layer that has lot of capillaries, and the tunica albuginea just covers it and vertically comes down, and it forms 2 parts of the testes. One is smaller part and the another one is larger part, and it shows inner foldings here, and these inner foldings can be seen here. These are known as testicular lobules. As far as its number is concerned, testicular lobules are 250 to 300 in number. Every testicular lobule has a specific 2 to 3 tubules which are known as seminiferous tubules. And in between the seminiferous tubule and testicular lobules layer, some specific cells are present. These are known as Leydig cells. Leydig cells secrete endocrine male sex hormone, which is commonly known as androgen, and its main hormone is testosterone, that controls the male's secondary sexual characters. And sperm cells are produced in the seminiferous tubules, and it comes in the network-like structure. This is known as rete testis. This rete testis collects the sperm cells and sends to the epididymis. Epididymis is highly coiled, long tube, and it collects sperm cells via these thin black tubules known as vas efferentia. As epididymis collects the sperm cells, it comes down and its coiling becomes lower and lower, and finally it comes out from the tunica vaginalis and it forms a straight long tube which is known as vas deferens. So have a look here. This is vas deferens. At the time of vasectomy, vas deferens is cut and it is bound with a thread in this procedure, and it is a better surgical procedure to stop the pregnancy. So it is also the part of practical exam. A permanent slide is given to you and you need to identify this slide, and after that you can draw the picture. So when you will draw this picture, a clear diagram must be drawn in your practical file also. So today we have finished the part first, in which we have discussed about male reproductive organ and complete male reproductive system. So thank you and have a nice day.